is the Schmo with the pro with the number 6 UFC light heavyweight, Anthony Lionheart Smith, the last one to weigh in here at UFC 261. How we doing?
I'm good. You know, I would have came down earlier if I was going to be the last one. I was like, well, they're going to be going until like 10:30. I'll just sit up here in the workout room and hang out with my wife. So I could have got you guys out of here faster.
Hey, listen, this is the first time the Schmo can remember getting out of here within an hour in the 2-hour time frame.
I think the fighters are just ready to go, man. I think everyone's in really, really good shape. I think probably the last 4 or 5 weeks, everyone's been super tuned in to their diets and strength and conditioning. I think that just goes to show what kind of performances we're going to see on Saturday.
Yeah, speaking of performances, this is the first time in 4 straight fights you were headlining UFC Fight Nights. Finally back on the pay-per-view style cards, and you're kicking things off against Jimmy Crute.
It was 7 straight main events, and it's a really good place to be. Like, I'm happy that I can just sit back in the cut. No one's too worried about me. I think the pay-per-view opener is an important spot on the card. I think that they put us there for a reason. I think they want to get people sucked into the event. They want to start the energy high. And deservingly so. There's 4 incredible fights ahead of me, and those guys are exactly where they need to be.
This guy wants to maul you. He wants to take your head off. You got nearly 3 times the amount of experience and victories than this guy. Why are you going to stop this guy and prove a point Saturday evening?
Listen, he's young. He's I don't want to say he's fairly inexperienced, but he hasn't been in these high-profile situations a bunch. He's supposed to say that. It doesn't offend me or make me nervous that he's saying he's going to maul me and he doesn't give a shit about anything I want to do. He's young, and that's what he's supposed to think. So I'm just ready to go in and show him his position in the world. Like, he's going to be great. He's going to be a superstar. Australia really needs a guy like him right now, but it's not going to be off of my back.
What about a guy like Chris Weidman, your buddy? He moved down south from New York. You did some training with him. Where's he at against his bout with Uriah Hall?
You know, the first thing that I felt after we'd worked out a little bit, but we'd never trained real hard for an extended period of time. I left those training sessions wondering how Chris Weidman's ever lost a fight before. He might be the best guy that I've ever trained with in my entire life. That's not me just saying that because he's my buddy. It's incredible how skilled he is everywhere. He's hard to hit. His striking he's fast. He's hard. I'm not sure that in an entire 10 days, I don't think I hit him clean once. He's a heavy kicker. He's got a lot of Stephen Wonderboy Thompson in him in his movement. I think we all know how good his wrestling and top game is. So I'm excited for Chris. He seems reinvigorated. He seems like he's exactly where he needs to be right now. I think that the move was really good for him and his family. I couldn't be more excited for Chris Weidman.
Well, we're excited for you, Mr. Lionheart Smith. You're talented on the broadcast. You're back here. You're fighting, man. Mm-hmm. Where would you say you're going to be a year from now, man? What do you have left to prove in this game, or what do you have left to prove on the mic?
Well, I'm still chasing the title. I want to be the number 1 contender this time next year. So I still got a couple fights left in my contract, so I just need to win it out. Get a new contract, and I have no doubt I'll retire a UFC fighter. So that's my goal. I want to be the number 1 contender. I want to win the title. And as far as broadcasting, I think once the world gets opened up a little bit more and we start traveling internationally, the guys here that are working cage side stuff, they're incredible. DC and Felder and Dominic Cruz and Anik and Brendan. There's no place for me. Those guys are incredible. They're doing a phenomenal job. So I think once we start traveling international, I'll look for opportunities to start going down to the cage, and in the meantime, I'll stay working the desk and having a good time there.
Rocking his new Venom gear. He's got one of the best smiles in the UFC. Can we get a final message for the Lionheart fans out there worldwide?
Just tune in. I know that the world is still kind of in a crazy place, so if you're not able to make it here to Jacksonville, I hope you guys sit at home and give me 15 minutes of your time, and I'll make it worth it.
He's the pro, I'm the Schmo. In Jacksonville, we're out.